Hello. Hi guys, happy Monday. So we are in the beautiful month of August. The fabulous month of July has just finished. Like I said in my last video, if there are those of you who want to carry over some of your July celebration into the month of August, do so unapologetically. I'm here for it. I fully endorse it and I fully support it. Go through. But we welcome the month of August. We are in the 8th month of the year 2023. We are in the 8th month, so August, September, October, November, December, 5 more. And because we are on holidays, I feel like the month does just whoosh go full. So in a blink of an eye, we will be saying Merry Christmas to one another. However, at the beginning of this month, I hope you would have made a list of things that you want to conquer this month, goals. You would have reviewed again your vision board to check to see where you're standing and what needs to be done still. If you need to add things at this point, I told you earlier, there are 1 or 2 things I want to add. So if there are things that you want to add to your vision board that you feel you want to accomplish before the year finish, go through as well. So today, I would like to talk about 2 things. Is it 2 things or is it 1 thing with 2 parts? We go find out as we go along. Again, although I said last week that I didn't have a verse, and I end up, if you didn't, check the description for the video, you will see the verse that I was referencing placed in there. And by the time I got to my producer, he already exported the video, and forget where I told him to slice in the verse so that you all can see where I was referring to, but it's in the description. Anywho, today I might reference a verse, but I can't tell you I'm starting from now with a verse in mind. I just want to share something, right? Like I said, I don't know if it's 2 things or 1 thing with 2, but we will figure it out as we go along. I'm sharing an experience. So, as you know, my birthday passed not too long ago, and I recently, in August, at the end of June, I completed a course that I was doing, right? A certificate that I was pursuing, and I think that was on my vision board that I wanted to take off. And while doing that, of course, you're working during the day, you have your home responsibilities, kids, whatever, and I did most of my studies night into morning. So like 2:30 I would be wrapping up because I had a particular aim as to when I wanted to finish before my birthday. So I was working with my own timeline, even though the course is one that you could finish whenever, however, right? While doing the course, I think I mentioned here before that on my right leg I have 2 plates and about 8 screws in my ankle because of an injury that I had with my first daughter, right? During the time that I would do my studies, because of course you're up and about during the day on your feet, my job is an on the feet job. Sitting down for those long hours after being up and about for the day, my ankle would swell as if it now come out the cast, and it would be so heavy, it would feel like you're just walking on a brick by the time I got up. It would be that swollen. And I remember getting up this particular night, and I just, in my mind, I said to myself, in my mind, I wish I had, because even though it's a laptop, I don't like typing like this with my laptop on my lap, bending down like this. So even in my office here where my laptop is, it is on a laptop stand, so it's elevated. So it's not flat, it's elevated like this. And I said, I wish I had something that I could have sit down on my bed with my laptop that was big enough for me to write, put my laptop, but with me sitting down comfortably on my bed so that my foot not hanging down. Because it just feel like all the blood just piled up there, and then I'm ending up with a swollen ankle. So I just got up with that thought from my office here straight into my bedroom, and I just had the thought in my mind. This is June. I just want to reiterate that this is June. My birthday passed for the month of July. I got this gift at the beginning of August. The individual who gave me the gift said to me, so I was like, hey, you know, you can put 2 sweets in a box, and mentioned to me that my life has impacted you. I would be skipping over the moon as if you gave me jewelry. It's the little things to me. It don't take much. I am a simple girl. It really don't take much. So I didn't care. All I know, I gained something. It didn't matter. And this is the video they're saying to me. My friend is saying to me, it's nothing, it's nothing. And I can't wait to reach home to open my nothing. Get home, empty the car, do whatever I was doing, dealt with the children or whatever, and then I said, all right, good, I'm ready to open my thing. While I am opening it, of course, I'm feeling around, and it is a bulky thing, so it couldn't, I don't think it have a gift bag that I could have fit in, so it came in 3 bags. The bags, I guess the store would have given them it in a teal garbage bag that I've never seen in my life. I didn't know garbage bags used to come in anything but black and blue. And this pink garbage bag. So I am opening, untying and feeling, and I started to feel like a feeling like I know what this is. I was just like, wait, in disbelief that this could possibly be that thing that I didn't even ask for. So the things that I want to bring to our attention. Now, when I open the bag, let me just say, is the exact thing that I thought about on my way to my room to go and sleep after studying, that this would be a perfect item to help with this 12-foot situation. So I just want to say, 1, maybe I should go this way, but no, so I'll go this way. So 1, if you are in an uncomfortable situation, circumstance, place, period, season in your life where you feel like this is just so uncomfortable, this is discomfort to the max, this is persecution, this is unpleasurable, this is unpleasant, this is I don't like this, and I wish I could do something to solve this or to alleviate or to get away from this discomfort. If God could answer a non-prayer request, because I didn't ask, it was a thought I should get this particular item to help with this. And the last time this took place with me, something like this similar took place with me, I actually wanted a 3-wick candle. So I think someone in my videos probably have that story. I was doing a spa party and I wanted this 3-wick candle, specific scent 3-wick candle. And I wrote it down, but after doing everything and buying everything up, I had no money for Bath and Body Works 3-wick candle. So I said, oh, it would have been nice to have this. I was sitting in my living room before I got up. Not too long after, I circled the thing on the list of things that I needed for the spa party and making my checklist as to everything that I got and needed to purchase still. I circled it and said it would be good to get this, but we can't do this wrong. Not long, I'm telling you, 10 minutes in pass, and I'm telling you 10 minutes because I don't want to say less than that, but it's less than that. Minutes before I got a call, hi, you home? I'll come in and check you. And that person brought the 3-wick candle in the exact scent that I wanted. We didn't have a conversation, nothing like that. This time it was worse because I didn't even write it down, I didn't even utter, I didn't even say out loud, besides walking through my room in my mind that this is something that I wanted. Now, if you are in a discomfort and God has not done anything about it, relax in that. Take comfort in that, because if he could address the discomfort in my ankle by granting a request I didn't even make into a request, relax in that. And I'm telling you to be happy, although James said to count it all joy. There goes your scripture. James says for us to count it all joy if we fall into diverse temptations, unpleasantries. And I've done in the recent time enduring joyfully unpleasant, uncomfortable situations. We dealt with that in Romans 5. So I'm not telling you to, oh, just be happy-go-lucky that you're just uncomfortable, be happy about it. Like I said, the Bible does reference to go through it with joy. So I am not saying to rejoice. I know the song is contradictory. And to be, you know, just, well, all is well in my will. I just want to encourage you to, even though it might be frustrating and unpleasant and painful and such discomfort, take comfort in the fact that if God could address this minor discomfort, and he's not addressing this discomfort, one, he's aware of it, and two, he's allowing it for a reason, for a purpose. Romans says all things in Romans 8 work together for good to them that love God and are called according to his purpose. If he is leaving you in it, rest assured that one, he is very much present, very much aware, and is leaving you in that place for a reason. Just find out what it is. That's one. Two, if you are an individual, it happens to me, you all remember my tin situation, go back to them previous videos and you will find it, where I just thought it didn't make sense. Even if you feel like it not making sense, it making sense. Because I am 100% certain that just how I felt it was stupid and not making sense to walk with them things for that line that I went on, purchasing that item as a birthday gift don't make no sense whatsoever. So if you are in a store, in a place, and God is giving you directions to do a particular, even if it don't make sense, tell yourself, this may not make sense to me, but it is making sense. Just obey. Just obey. It may not make sense. It may not be logical. It may seem dumb. It may seem stupid. It might feel like, what? No. This, no, sir. Do it anyway. Even if it does not make sense to you, it is making sense. 3. If you are believing God for a big, what we just call a big ticket item, like you want your own home and you're trusting God for your own home, or you're trusting God for a raise in your salary, you're trusting God for a new job, you're trusting God for a job in a particular institution, you're trusting God to reveal to you what your giftings are, you're trusting God to reveal to you what your purpose on this planet is. You're trusting God for healing, you're trusting God for provision, you're trusting God for an answer for something, relief from something, a big thing, something that only God could do. You have nowhere financially to be able to afford this particular thing. You have nowhere physically to be able to do this particular thing or get this particular thing, or you're not qualified for this particular, but whatever that thing that seems impossible is, understand please that if God could answer a non-prayer request, like my friend was telling me before we departed, though I'm not saying no prayer, pray fervently about the thing, and I am one for writing things down and making a list and praying over your list and praying and trusting God for that particular thing, but don't just pray. Trust God. Trust that God, the Almighty God, the master of this universe, is capable, qualified, and able to do that big thing for you. If he could grant this non-request. 4. So on 2 occasions I went to the beach, and mentally and emotionally I just needed to just catch my breath a little bit. And the first time in my life, I floated unassisted. And I didn't even know it was possible. Like, I just leaned into the water and I just wanted the water to carry me and realized, wait a minute. Like you're doing it, but like Melina, you could float. It happened the first time, and so the second time I went to the beach, I was like, oh, I want this experience again. Because I just want to be light. I just want to feel carried. And I did it again. I want to encourage all of us, because like I tell earlier, I used to be watching back my videos as if I didn't even record it. So I want to encourage us that you might be in an uncomfortable discomfort. You might be in some discomfort. I would like to encourage us to allow God, even in the midst of whatever your situation or circumstances, to carry you with His grace. The Word of God says, my grace is sufficient and my strength is made perfect in weaknesses. Even though the situation, the circumstance, whatever it is you might be going through at the time is not dealt with, provision was not made for the discomfort, a particular need was not supplied, and you are kept in this discomfort. I'm remembering Joseph. He stayed. he was there for years in his uncomfortable, unfair situation. Jesus. Daniel spent a few nights, no, not a few nights. He spent a night in the lion's den. The 3 Hebrew boys was thrown into the fire. Like I said, Joseph spent a few years, well, from the pit to the palace to the prison to the presidential office. Job had his experience, and God allowed the enemy to have his way until such a time, this far no further. If God is leaving you in your uncomfortable situation, lean back, lean into the fact that God is not blind, He is not off the job, He is not unaware of the discomfort, pain, frustration, hell you might be dealing with at this point in time, in whatever form or fashion. I don't know. Just tell yourself, Father, help me to lean into grace. Allow me to float like a cloud in the sky, like a feather in the air, light. And allow the grace of God to carry you through whatever that uncomfortable situation is. And you might find yourself questioning your sanity because of the peace that God will keep you in, the calmness that He might bring in the midst of that turmoil. Allow the grace of God, the peace of God, the joy of God, maturity, Christian maturity, faith in Jesus Christ to carry you like the salt water carried me, gliding. Allow yourself to glide through that uncomfortable, discomforting situation at that point in time. And I'm doing this literally because this is how my body felt in the water, light as a feather. And if you would notice, somebody who is on their back, arms out, leg probably one on top of the other together, however you felt comfortable, your hands might be, because I did this and all, I put my hand behind my back and I literally reclined in the water, allowing it to carry me. In that position, you have no choice but to look up. Your focus is directly straight up. I just want to encourage you that leaning into the grace of God, leaning into the peace of God, leaning in, the Word of God says, take my yoke, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Cast all of your cares, all of it, whatever that discomfort is. Just know that God provided something Melina didn't even verbally ask for. She didn't make it a prayer in her mind. Father, I wish, I hope, I pray that you give me this. It wasn't even formulated as a prayer in my mind. It was just a thought. This would be nice to have. This would help solve this problem. This will alleviate this discomfort. If God, who could provide something to alleviate that particular discomfort, know that if you are in a place of discomfort and it may seem as if nothing is being done to alleviate the discomfort, to remove you from the discomfort, float. Lean back. Tell God, Father, I am trusting you for the grace that I will not put your anointing to shame, that I would not put your call on my life to shame. I will not display anything but the brand of Jesus Christ, the brand of Christianity, the brand of a disciple. I will display only that, even in discomfort. Help me to lean into grace so that I represent, even in this discomfort, everything that represents a disciple, a follower of Jesus Christ. So those are my encouragements. One, there's nothing that God cannot do. So if you have a big ticket item, trust him for it. Alleviate all doubt that God can do this without your assistance, without your input, without even your request. Two, if God doesn't alleviate the discomfort, then there's a reason for that. And trust that he's able to carry you in it until such a time that he deems, all right, no more. That's a wrap. Satan, you had enough. And that's a wrap. She come out like a champion. He come out like a champion. No more. And I'm going to begin to restore all the loss, the pain, the discomfort, heal, whatever. And trust God that he's able to carry you in the discomfort if he does nothing concerning your discomfort. And then thirdly, if there's something that God has laid on your heart to do, do not think that because it doesn't make sense to you, that it does not make sense. And the last thing that I want to say is, try not to allow logic to override obedience, because your disobedience could allow somebody to remain in a state of discomfort because of your disobedience. I don't want to be the individual that Susan, Sandy, Aline, Callis, Joshana, Alicia, or whoever is robbed of their thing that will bring them relief because Melina holding up with a, this not making sense. Now God, this can't be you. Now this not even making sense. This is, and because you're taking your time to go through that and to try to reason out how this making any sense, God, you, this person here in distress, waiting for you to say, God, this not making sense to me, but I'm going to do it anyway. Make sure that you're not doing that, please and thanks. So that's my encouragement today. It probably seemed chopped up a little bit, but I really just want to highlight those things. If the relief doesn't come, then there's God knows he's present and he is in his time. In his time, he will bring relief to your discomfort, whatever the discomfort is. If he's speaking, please listen and obey. If there's something that seems big, that you think that this is impossible, know that a non-request was answered. And if I just bring this to God, trusting that the God who is able, the master of the universe, the God who is capable, qualified, and has a proven track record of doing things that were miraculous, can do this big thing for me. And don't allow disobedience, don't allow logic to cloud your judgment and to make you talk you out of your obedience to God, because you might just be holding on to somebody's deliverance, somebody's answer to a prayer, because you're trying to reason with God about what making sense and what not making sense. Be not the one who, I beg. So I pray that this blesses, encourages, gives somebody hope, gives somebody peace in the discomfort. That if relief has not yet come, then God not only is aware and present, but he has a purpose behind the pain. Like I told you all last week, don't waste the experience. So maybe there are things that you still need to pick up or get, or there's something that he's working out through you for somebody else, or there's gems that he wants to give you because somebody needs all of the diamonds that you're picking up and putting in your basket. It's supposed to decorate somebody else's crown. Lean into the grace of God and allow him to carry you while you wait for the relief, while you wait. And just keep your eyes stayed on him. He will keep us in perfect peace whose eyes is stayed on him. Keep your focus. Don't lose your focus, because I'm telling you, if you look left while you're floating, trust me, before you know it, your foot touching the sand and water coming into your nose and mouth. Keep your eyes stayed on him and relax. Relax in the fact that God will give you grace in the midst of the discomfort, for the duration of the discomfort, however long he chooses to allow that thing to continue for. And be open. Job lost everything. Everything, but God restored. So just be open. Jesus. So blessings. Have a wonderful August. Have an enjoyable week. Feel free to share. It may encourage somebody. This may not be for you, but it may be for somebody else, somebody that you know of that might need this encouragement. And I hope it helps you build your faith in Jesus Christ. I hope it encourages you to ask God and to pray, Father, help me to listen to not the rumbling of a thunder or the shaking of an earthquake or a heavy wind blowing, but the still small voice that you might be speaking to me with. Help me to be obedient always and to trust that. Let me err on the side of caution by obeying. If I believe it's me telling myself to do something, do it. Take safety in doing that thing anyway, just in case this might actually be God. Do it anyway. Perchance if you're holding car keys that belong to me, I beg, please answer God and tell him yes, and tell me when to meet you in the mountain so that I could collect my vehicle, please, because I trust in God for that. I'm not praying, I'm praying, but I'm trusting God because he's able to do such a thing. So if you're out there and you're holding my keys, please and thanks, I beg. Come, hurry up and come. Hurry up yourself. Hurry up yourself. So yeah, have a great week, guys. See ya.